we're trying to find anything we can early on through old newspaper archives, etc. Basically, nothing was off the table. Anything that related remotely to sports film, let's see if we can use this. So I'm searching through newspapers.com archive for anything with 9761313, which was the phone number. And I come across this tiny article from a Brooklyn court dispatch, 1981, and it's talking about Jimmy Burke. And I'd known about that obviously from the BC scandal and Goodfellas. But I'm reading it, and it's just a court reporter's recount of what happened that day. There's nothing that interesting in there. But they mentioned that the prosecutor put a bunch of phone numbers into evidence, and their sports phone, just this exchange among other exchanges, it doesn't say it's sports phone. It doesn't say what it is. What the hell is sports phone doing in evidence for this case? And I'm like, all right, got to figure this out. I'm looking around for weeks. I can't find anything. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm calling the courthouses. I'm trying to get court records, all this other stuff. Eventually, I did. But Ed McDonald, the prosecutor, I finally was able to get in touch with him, and he started putting the pieces together. And it turned out that, other than fixing games, these guys were degenerate gamblers, and they were calling sports phone all the time. So Howie and I were looking at these court records that I was able to get, and you see these guys calling each other during the BC scandal, during the conspiracy, and they're also calling sports phone a bunch. I said, well, we have to follow this lead. So I wound up tracking down the FBI agent that arrested Henry Hill. I talked to him for hours, and we wound up getting these really cool stories that tied into sports phone that had not been told before. I mean, we have stuff in the book that's not in Goodfellas. It's not in the 30 for 30 BC story. And I was like, wow, this is really cool that we get to tell. Because I've always been a big Goodfellas fan. So we get to tell a little piece of that story that's never been told before. So that kind of stuff, as we went through our research and went down different paths, were just really cool because we didn't think it was going to take us to these places, and it did.